cut up the chicken. Now, before you get in and get your hands all covered in raw chicken, you want to make sure that you have all of your tools out. So of course, you're going to need a chicken. You're going to want to have a big knife. It's really important that it's sharp, or otherwise you might hurt yourself or the chicken might not cut up properly. A pair of scissors, not the scissors that you use to cut open boxes or use for your kids. You want scissors that are exclusively dedicated to cutting up meat. And then a small but sharp knife. This is just to use for the breastbone. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put the chicken on his back, and you're going to want to find the dividing line between the leg and the breast. It'll be a little loose and there should be some fat there. So you're going to want to gently slice down, and then you're going to kind of want to yank it out. If you still have some fat there, you can go in with the knife and just gently slice it. And you're going to want to keep yanking it. And you want to open it up. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go in with your knife, flip it over to the other side, and you're going to pop the bone out. Now this is the bone. When you get a leg of chicken, this is what it is. So you're going to flip it over, and right around where the bone is, there might be a line of fat there to guide you. You're going to slice down. And you should have a nice, clean cut. Now you're going to want to do that on the other side. So again, you're going to find the line. It'll usually be a little knob with your finger. You're going to want to slice down, go around to the other side, pop the bone out, flip it back over, and slice on down. Move the wing out of the way. There you go. Nice clean cut. Now, if you're cutting your chicken into 4 pieces, you can just leave the leg like this. But because I'm cutting my chicken into 8 pieces, I'm going to want to separate the drumstick from the thigh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of chicken, and there's going to be a little fat line right around here. And that's where I'm going to cut. One of the great tricks about cutting up a chicken is that you always want to look for the fat lines, because where the fat lines are, it's going to be the easiest to cut. So let's move this out of the way. Look for the fat line. You might also see a little bit of bone exposed. And then you're just going to cut down. You should have no blood, no problem, just a really nice looking thigh and drumstick. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to find the fat line, and you're going to slice down. See? Just like that. Easy. The next part you're going to want to do is the wings. Now, because the wings themselves don't really have much meat, you're going to want to take some of the breast out so you can have a nice juicy wing. So you're going to go in, and you're just going to slice around, and this bone is going to be exposed. And once that bone is exposed, you can just circle around, and then you have a really great wing. You know you have a good chicken when you have a lot of meat on there. Same thing on the other side. So lift it up, slice it, pop it so you can see the bone, and then keep on slicing around so your wing comes out. Just like that. So you can see the actual bone here. That's where the wing is separated. Now, we're gonna take out the backbone. The great thing about cutting up a chicken on your own is that you can have the backbone to make stock, or sometimes I like roasting it in the oven and then munching on it because it tastes really good, just a little bit of salt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pair of kitchen scissors, and I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna cut on either side. You're gonna hear crunching because you're gonna be cutting through the ribs. So I'm gonna do that on the other side. just gonna wanna keep cutting. It's a lot easier with sharper scissors. That's why you wanna have scissors that are just dedicated to using in the kitchen. Because if you use your kids' safety scissors or anything like that, it's gonna be a mess. So there we go, we have one side. It's not gonna be the prettiest sight in the world, but it's not like we're working with the prettiest thing in the world either. And you're just gonna slice down to the other side. I always make my own chicken broth, and I just throw my backbone in a pot sometimes with just some water, bring it to a boil, then just let it cook and let the chicken flavor kind of diffuse throughout. You can also throw in some vegetables that you have floating around, some old celery or carrots, and it'll taste really good. And there you go. So you have this great backbone here, and you can use this for stock or roasting in the oven. It's delicious. So now what you have left, you have this breastbone. There might be some leftover fat, and although we know I'm not against fat, we want to cut it off, because that's not really going to do anything for us. Just check around, see if there's anything else around there. Cut off a little bit up here. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to flip the breast over, and you want to find the dividing line between the two halves of the breast. So you're going to take your small knife, you're going to slice down, and then you're going to press it open. You're going to hear a snap. You want to flip it to the other side, and just press it some more. Kind of looks like a heart, except definitely not a chicken heart. Then what you're going to want to do, go back with your big knife and slice on down through the breast. It should be pretty easy. Slice through here. And flip it over just to get through the skin. And there you go. This was a pretty big breast. So now you have your backbone, you have your two breast halves, you have some leftover fat, you have two chicken wings, you have two drumsticks, and two thighs. So you can use this chicken for making chicken cacciatore, you can use it for chicken soup, or if you just want to have a variety of parts to roast if you're having people over or feeding your family, this is great. So I'm now going to wash my hands, and I'll see you next time.